Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to install a water filter on the Keurig K-Café. Now this is the special edition one. Mine is nickel color. You could have a black one. They both have the exact same water reservoir and they both take the exact same water filter. So Keurig sells two different types of water filter holders. This is the short handle and this is the tall handle. We're going to need the tall handle water filter for the Keurig K-Café. I'll put a link in my description on where you can buy it. So the water filter comes with two carbon water filters that we put in the tall handle. There's a little bit of prep work we got to do to the water filters, and I'm going to show you how to do that before we install it in the water tank. Okay, so you can buy extra water filters. They come in a box. They come in a package of two. You're supposed to replace them every 2 months, so that this will last 4 months. They come individually wrapped. Now there is a little bit of prep work before you install it in your Keurig. You're going to want to open it up. Now these are carbon filters and that's filled with carbon. So you want to let it soak, it says for 5 minutes. And your water is going to turn like a, kind of like a gray. But you can see there's even some little bitty particles floating around in there. But my water is definitely turning a light gray. That's that carbon dust. And there's even little bitty particles. I wasn't expecting all the little bitty particles. But there's some of that carbon dust coming out. But let it soak for 5 minutes. After we let it soak for 5 minutes, then we're going to rinse it under the water for a minute. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. You can see why it's important to let this soak for 5 minutes. There's quite a bit of carbon dust that's going to come off the filter. Now I'm going to go rinse it under the water. So now we're ready to install it in the Keurig holder. There's a flat part here. The flat part's going to go down towards that way, and there's a curved part. So the curved part kind of goes into where the handle is. Then it's going to sit flush. Then you're going to just line up these and they should snap. That's how you install the water filter in the holder. So it says these water filters help remove water impurities and enhance beverage taste. I know one of the things they do is if you can smell chlorine in your water really bad, these do help remove chlorine in your water. Okay, we've got our tall handle water filter ready to go. We're going to put it in the water filter, or the water tank right now. So see that little black thing down there? That's where the water comes out of the reservoir and it goes into the machine. We want to filter the water before it gets into the machine after it leaves the tank. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to snap this little thing onto that black thing down there. Very bottom. Now we can't see right here. I'm going to demonstrate on another one. So here I've got the K Supreme Plus water tank. So there's that black thing. And this takes the exact same tall water filter. So we want to make sure when we snap it on that it snaps. This one came off a little bit. Okay, now see if you don't get it on, it'll float. There. So now I've got it snapped on, and now it kind of give it a tug and it's staying in place. Now the water will get filtered before it goes through that little black thing and into the Keurig machine. Again, you might have to kind of like turn it around a little bit, but it should just snap on there every time. And if you don't, like I said, if you don't get it in there, it will float and then it's not doing any good. So make sure you snap it on and give it a little bit of tug. So back over to the K-Café. Again, we're just going to kind of get it like that. And then just give it a little push and it should snap. And then when I tug on it, it doesn't come off. But when I want to remove it, you have to hold the reservoir and just, it pops off. That was a little tricky, but it does pop off. Check out my other videos. I got a bunch of videos on the Keurig K-Café. I really like this machine. And I've got how to make several Starbucks drinks, how to clean the needles, how to descale it. Check out my other videos. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.